Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome to a brand new episode of Comics. So since this is going to be a solo episode for me, you can expect a lot of Marvel news. Wolverine 2, the sequel to last year's X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was a complete and utter suckfest, is getting directed by David Aronofsky. But the only thing is that that's not the actual title of the movie. The title is The Wolverine. Pretty bad. I don't know, it just sounds, kind of pretentious, making it seem so important by adding a the Wolverine. Not too fond of the title, but hopefully, with Aronofsky directing, it'll be a better movie. Guillermo del Toro is going to be making the Hulk TV series. Yeah, he's gonna be making it, and the Hulk itself is gonna be a mix between CGI and puppetry, which may not sound good, but if you've seen any of Del Toro's works, like Pan's Labyrinth or anything, Hellboy, any of that, they all utilize that and it always looks gorgeous. With him making it, it's bound to be even more awesome than I hoped it would be. Spider-Man is dying. The reason you didn't just go right now is because death means nothing in comics, okay? I mean, no one stays dead in comics except for Bucky. Nobody stays dead in comics except for Uncle Ben? The point is, nobody stays dead in comics for long. And yes, there is a new story arc coming in February 2011, written by Brian Michael Bendis called The Death of Spider-Man. Oh, big deal. It's a publicity stunt, is how I see it. It's pretty obvious they're going to kill Peter Parker off, find a new Spider-Man, kill him off, bring Peter Parker back, and resume the series. I just don't see the point of it. Unless you actually want to kill him, which doesn't make any sense, seeing how he's a great-selling, beloved character, don't kill him. So, it's just a few more people buy your comic. By now, we all know that he's not going to be dead for good. So please, stop killing people just to bring them back. Now it is time for the opinion/comment of the day. Since Richard is not here to this episode, I feel obliged to give you some DC news. For the opinion/comment of the day, I am going to be talking about the new Green Lantern trailer. The Green Lantern trailer is currently running online and is premiering in front of the new Harry Potter movie, and I think that it looks very good. The movie itself, I don't know, it looks it looked comedic as well as action-y, but so was Iron Man. And so, it may be trying to mimic that tone, which is not a bad thing at all. I think that's, in fact, a very good thing. Costume. I haven't seen it on the big screen yet, the commercial, and so I'm not going to judge it quite yet, but the costume just it's not really working for me yet. Looks a little bit fakey. Stupid phone. But yeah, the movie itself looks good, and I personally prefer the Flash, if we're talking about, kind of second-tier DC characters, but they're gonna make they're hopefully gonna make that one after this one. So, what do you guys think of the trailer for the new Green Lantern movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or are you kind of iffy about it? Please leave a comment and let me know. I'm very interested to see what you have to say. Okay, so that is basically all we have on the news front. But before we go, I have a few things to talk about. If you watch Richard, my partner in crime's last video on this channel, it was about how he and Scott Snyder have been exchanging messages with each other online, and because Richard had wanted a comic of his, but he was trying to decide between that and another comic, so Mr. Snyder decided to send him one of his, and they got into a conversation, and it turns out there's a possibility being the key word here, that Scott Snyder will be willing to do an interview with us on this show in the near future. And so that would be awesome. Possibility, keyword, because Richard has to talk to these DC people to make sure that's okay. And Scott Snyder is open to doing it, but we haven't heard back from them. And so that'd be really cool. But, I mean, for those of you who don't know, Scott Snyder does American Vampire, and soon to be a detective comics writer. That's about all we have for you, or I have for you today on this episode of Comics. So yes, please go have a very happy, fun Thanksgiving. Stay tuned for our next episode. Bye.